Hello everybody. So, doing a VR to the Fatman, my very good friend Chad, who's having a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. So, first thing, obviously, massive congratulations Chad. You deserve all the support you get and much more. I'll put a link to Chad's channel in the box below, but I'm sure most of you will be familiar with the Fatman. Now, he didn't say there were any rules for the VR. He didn't say what you could put in and what you could leave out. So I'm going to start with a beer, as I usually do. Then I've got a couple of updates for you. And then we'll get into the main business of the VR. So the beer is Das Weizen. That nearly went wrong. So 1st of October tomorrow. And a lot of you, I imagine, will be attending Oktoberfests. And our local supermarket has got a few German beers in to mark the Oktoberfest season. Whoa, that's a bit lively. I'll just put that down for a second. It says this naturally cloudy wheat beer was brewed in southern Germany. It's mildly aromatic with a fruity flavour. The higher carbonation makes this beer wonderfully refreshing. And it is 5% alcohol by volume. And describes it again as naturally cloudy. Now I would say cloudy is something like Hogarden. That looks like sludge. But it's the right colour. See if we get a little bit more in. There we go. Yeah, it's aromatic. It smells like a standard wheat beer. Interesting. At first, it tastes just like a standard wheat beer. But then the flavour splits off and there's a bit of a malty edge and there's a bit of a fruity edge. That's very nice. Das Weizen. So, first update. A while ago, I issued a warning about Aldi brand duct tape. Thought it was a very good product, best of the cheap duct tapes I've used, but I couldn't get the glue off my little case baby butterbean. And I just did a warning in case people had the same experience and spoiled a nice mirror polished knife. A few people said, why didn't you use rubbing alcohol? And a lot of people said, why didn't you use WD-40? And given that I had both of those things in the house at the time, I've no idea why I didn't. So I finally got round to testing it with a WD-40 to see whether that would combat the evil sticky build-up from the duct tape. Right, so all I'm going to do is squirt a good dollop of WD-40 onto there. Wrap it up and leave it in that little bag to soak for a while. Right, so that's had about 5 minutes soaking in the WD-40. Let's see. tissue. And that's come straight off. Didn't have to do any work at all. Just give it a wipe. See if you can see that's all nice and clean. So that, clearly, is what I should have done in the first place. So there we go, that was a resounding success. The next update is a sharpening update on my last purchase, the Bone Effect modded Opinel from Bladeosaurus. So if you remember when the Bone Effect Opinel arrived, it needed a bit of work on the edge after all the modifications. This is what it was like then. The paper's a bit damp. No, we do need to sharpen that up. But that's not a problem because... And this is what it's like now. So there we have a lovely Opinel mod from Bladeosaurus. And now to the main business. For my VR to the Fatman, I'm going to have another look at a knife that he sent me as a gift. Because he didn't say what he wanted to see in the VR, so I was struck by a comment in Sunset Bay Bonnie's recent video where she talks about Chad's generosity, and I think that's the thing that you'll hear a lot about the Fatman. He is a very, very generous person, and I've been on the receiving end of that generosity many times. The knife we're going to have a look at, I think there are two reasons why it's a generous gift. First one is it's not a cheap knife, it's a good quality knife that you're going to have to pay some money for were you to buy one. But the big reason why it's a generous gift is that Chad loved this little knife, but he also realised that it was something I might like. And even though he loved it, he sent it to me. Tells you everything you need to know about my friend the Fatman. So congratulations on your 2,000 subscribers, and let's have a look at the knife. Okay, so this is how the knife comes in a blue box, and I'll come on to the significance of the blue colour shortly. And there we have the product, the 482 Megumi with a knack lock. Now, what's in the box? Product leaflet. And here, the significance of the colour boxes is explained. Benchmade have three product classes: black, blue and gold. The black class are the heavy duty and tactical types. The blue class, and these are their words, represents the heart of everything that is Benchmade. These products are designed and built for the individual who appreciates the difference that a high quality cutting tool can make. And the gold class is the premium level. So, what's in the box? Silica gel capsule and the knife in a silky sack. Slide it out of the silky sack and there it is. Quite a small knife, A nice mix of modern and traditional. We've got the wooden scales with the carbon fibre insert. Single blade, carved back piece with a lanyard loop ring formed on the end. Single thumb stud with a wooden insert. Try and keep in focus. So what is the knack lock? Well, here, as you can see, there is a lock bar operated by this push button. So it just snaps into place and you release it like that. As I mentioned, it's quite a small knife. We've got a blade length of 2.5, about 63mm. Handle length of just over 3¼ inches, about 84mm. The blade steel is S30V, and the name Knacklock derives from the designer Nakamura. So if we do a size comparison with the Spartan, the usual reference, as you can see it's slightly smaller than the Spartan, and if it wasn't a locking blade, this would be an extremely good UK pocket carry, because the size is right, but we're not allowed to carry locking knives in public. What we've got on the blade thickness there, it's, ooh, I can't get that, 3mm I would say for the blade thickness. Try and remember to keep in focus. Let's try the edge out. Ooh. There we go, that's better. Being a bit clumsy there. Now I've not used this a great deal, as I say, because I can't carry it in public. But it's a lovely knife to hold. The fit and finish is excellent. We've got the carbon fibre inlay forms like a bolster at the front, and then it runs through the middle of the wooden scale. Everything is flush, everything's smooth where it needs to be smooth. Torx head construction on the bolts there. I think some people will probably like the pivot to be a bit looser. I may loosen that off and see what happens. The centering is very slightly off, and the blades move away from the button lock side, but it doesn't touch the liner at all, so it's not a problem. It's a nice smooth open. Altogether I think this is a stunning little knife. Very, very useful pocket knife indeed. And as I said at the beginning, a nice mixture of modern and traditional elements. So there we have it. The Megumi 482 with a knack lock. An amazing gift from the Fatman. That was some time ago. So we'll wind up with a little slideshow as we usually do. So this is my VR to Chad, the Fatman. Congratulations on your 2,000 subscribers. Well deserved. And I'm sure you'll have 2,000 more before you even know it. Thanks for watching.